this whole situation with the economy right now. Again, I'm gonna leave it for everybody to consider the following. The best thing that you can probably do for yourself right now and see if you can simplify your process, meaning minimize the amount of expenses you have and find a way to make additional money. Those are the only two things that you can do to be able to improve your position if you have a little bit of money. If doomsday is really happening in 2024, as everybody's projecting for stock market and the housing market, hopefully you can position yourself better and come out of it stronger. And hopefully you're not going to be able to suffer that much with whatever is going to come out of it. But definitely people have to pay attention a little more to what's taking place. It's very scary, to be quite honest with you, to see people that are just like, listen, I don't care, whatever it is, it's just too much for me to understand. And it's also the part of it is that, in all fairness to most people today, this has been extremely confusing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like a lot
that's
of
true.
stuff that we say in 2024 was projected for a 2022, 2022, 2023, and it hasn't quite happened. Like you can look at the housing market, you can look at the stock market, you can look at any of the things. There are indicators there that are suggesting this could be extremely scary, but they really, unfortunately, no one has gotten it right. I mean, it's been a while now, though.
But isn't that the scary part?
Right.
The scary part, it's almost like,
The system
like
is
you're
manipulated.
falling, right? It's that falling where they didn't hit bottom yet,
And you don't
it's-
know that you're falling.
and you don't know you're falling. So I
that's
think
crazy. That's
that's gonna be a little scary too. If you're going in it blindsided, not knowing, hey, I need to pay attention, because it's gonna be one way or another. It's that in between also is very scary. Either happening, not happening. Get better. Rates are what? Rates are like 7.14,
Sure.
right? 7.25 already. That go down on that drive is gonna be. It's gonna take a bit. So be prepared. That in between place doesn't seem warm and cozy. So,
Correct.
As far as the economy,
Yeah.
it's I keep on saying it. Keep your powder dry. This is not the time to go shopping. This is the time for you to make as much money as you possibly can. Make sure that you're being smart about it. Don't spend money. Invest your money, and find a way to make sure that you stay liquid. Just where there's a lot of chaos, if you actually have enough monies for you to play with, then you can create a lot of wealth. A lot of
Correct.
wealth can be created when there's chaos. As the difference between the people that between the person that actually created wealth and was lost even their pants in a way,
100%.
is just how they viewed and how they treated everything. Whenever
Correct.
everybody is going after something, you need to make sure that you're more scared, and whenever everybody is scared, you should be greedy about it. And so that's just the way that I see it.
You were concerned about the Speaker of the House, or you wanted to highlight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it
was.
was an important event just because a lot of decisions are made in the House and the Senate, and it has to go through a certain process, and it just felt like there was a lot of gridlock. I mean, this guy took 100 and something votes or something. I don't even remember how many freaking votes it was, and it took him so long to get into place. To then, by the time October came around, we were without a speaker again, and so for me that was something that was interesting. I don't remember when was the last time that happened. I don't think that happened in our lifetime. And so it's just interesting to see. Even for me, it's a confirmation that it's not a political party at this very moment that is at play, because I don't even think, me personally, when you were talking about the Democrats and the Republicans, honestly, a lot of stuff on the Republican side I definitely don't agree with. It's just at this very moment is we only have two choices. Which one is the lesser of two evils?
Correct.
And so that's kind of where we're at right now. And what happened with the Speaker of the House is a reflection of the health of our country as well, and how divided we are, one. And then the Republican Party, which is the more sane one, in my opinion, at this very moment, how divided it is. And so it's very scary to see how is that happening, because if we're going into an election year next year, if there's a lot of division there, it can actually water down what's happening, and we end up with another 4 years.
Well, for me, I want to just
how do you see
comment
that?
to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I would just say, during that time and now, there's a lot of fires burning. We have two wars, right?
Right.
You have presidents or previous presidents who are being indicted. There's so many things with the economy. There's too many fires burning. So I think that the Speaker of the House not being able to, that time frame when there was nobody manning the House, it was because there's a lot of fire. It was chaotic. Now, sometimes you want to feel, was that even intentional? Right? Who is playing on the back role where there's so much fires, not only in our country, universal, all over the world. So there's a lot of things playing in politics, and so people attention span can be on this thing for too long because now this is on fire and this is on fire, and so I think a lot of people probably didn't realize there was no speaker in the House. There was no, people were concerned about Social Security checks going out, and there was like a lot of things happening, but that's because we have a lot of things happening, and just because of who is coming up for election, it's just like chaos is going to be placed in the process. So this is going to be disturbing. So I'm a little nervous about what 2024 would look like.
Right.
Listen, the fact of the matter, I mean, in all fairness, the fact of the matter is that the last time that we were united as a country was 9/11. And that only lasted,
true.
that
That's true.
literally, I mean, that lasted like 30 days.
Yeah.
Everybody's flag was out there. Everybody was
Yeah.
like, whatever was going to happen, everybody was like, who are we
True.
bombing? It doesn't matter. What are we doing? Whatever it was. And maybe in that end, the lesson there is, look at even COVID. That lasted 3 days, 5 days, maybe 5 days, where everybody was like, okay, what do we got to do? Immediately the whole political gamemanship comes into place. That's why the reason today I don't get angry anymore when I say you're not really willing to listen when it comes to the people that support whatever the position is, and they're going to support it no matter what. I just got to become clear about the fact that I got to support the people that I support, and whatever my position is, I got to be ready to argue it and to make it very clear as to why I believe that would be more beneficial for the country, for the average person, for everybody in general, than anything else. Because, guys, the country is divided, has been divided for a long time. Political parties are definitely divided. I don't want you to think that it's just the Republicans. The way it played out in front of everybody, it makes it very clear. But make no mistake about it. Even Democrats right now are very, remember, you have some center right, center Democrats, you have center left, you have complete left, you got people that are so outside of that. Even Democrats will tell you, we don't know those guys. We don't know who those people happen to be. That's how bad it is. So what is I'm telling you this for one simple reason. I can't wait to get past primaries, right? Because that will unite under one single person. Listen, at some point somebody was saying, listen, I think they're going to successfully be able to take Donald Trump out of the equation. So let it be that. So whoever is the next person, so that we can rally around one single set of ideas, because the ideas that are being presented by every single one of the candidates. I said this to you when we were watching the debates, the primary. Said every single one of the candidates right now are offering 1,000 times better ideas than what we have coming out of the White House at this moment, right? And so I'm okay with whatever it is. I'm going to support that. Also being aware that only God knows what this whole situation is going to be.
Bring on Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what? I don't care who it is. It will still be. You know what I mean? There's too many good people ahead of him, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And
I'm just giving you.
Yeah, I just don't. Again, the whole lack of loyalty. I just don't like those things. You know what I mean? It's not anything good for anyone.